Isabelino Gradín was a Uruguayan footballer and athlete. He was one of the greatest footballers in the early era of Uruguayan football and is regarded as one of the greatest Uruguayan players before the Uruguayan win at the 1930 FIFA World Cup. He played in the first South American Championship held in Argentina, where Uruguay became the first champions of the tournament. On the 2nd of July of the tournament against Chile, where Uruguay would go on to win 4-0. Gradin and teammate Juan Delgado became the first black players in history to be fielded in an international tournament. Gradin was also part of the Uruguayan winning team of the 1917 South American Championship. He was also a four-time South American athletics champion in the 400 and 200 meters sprint. Biography. Gradin was born in Montevideo in 1897 and was a great-grandson of African slaves from the Kingdom of Lesotho. He was brought up in the Palermo barrio in Montevideo. Football career. Club career. Gradin arrived at Peñarol in 1915, where he immediately made an impression, gaining selection for the national team in his first year. Over the course of his career he played in Uruguayan League Championship in 1918 and in 1921. He played 212 games for Aurinegros, scoring 101 goals. After a dispute with the club, he walked away from Peñarol in 1921. In 1922, he was involved in the founding of the new Olimpia FC. Gradin played at Olimpia until his retirement from football in 1929, though his focus in his later career was on athletics rather than football. International career. At the age of 18, Gradin made his international debut in July 1915 against Argentina in Montevideo. 1916 South American Championship. The 1916 South American Championship, in which Uruguay took out the first continental championship, is considered to have been Gradin's career high point. At the age of 19, he finished the tournament with 3 goals and was leading goal scorer for the tournament. Gradin's racial background became an issue, with Chile complaining before and after the match with Uruguay that the Uruguayans were unfairly selecting Africans. They were unhappy with the selection of Gradin and his teammate Juan Delgado. The complaints were particularly bitter after Gradin scored 2 goals in Uruguay's 4-0 defeat of the Chileans. Gradin scored his 3rd goal of the tournament in Uruguay's defeat of Brazil, which won Uruguay the championship. 1917 South American Championship. Although a member of the title-winning Uruguay squad for the 1917 South American Championship, he did not make it onto the pitch for any of their matches. 1919 South American Championship. At the 1919 South American Championship, Gradin was more successful in getting on the pitch, playing all of Uruguay's matches at the tournament and scoring 2 goals. Unfortunately for him, Brazil prevailed over Uruguay in the playoff final, which is recorded as the longest game in history. Brazil 1, Uruguay 0. Gradin's presence as a black man in the Uruguayan team in Brazil was a matter of much controversy, given the Brazilian reluctance to select black players in the national teams. Many black Brazilians vociferously supported Gradin despite the fact that he was from a rival country. 1920s. After the 1919 championships, Gradin only played sporadically for the national team. This was partly due to his siding with the rebel Federación Uruguaya de Football against the mainstream Uruguayan Football Association. In 1924, Gradin played for a rebel Uruguay national team organized by the FUF against an Argentine national team organized by the Association Amateurs de Football. This led to him missing out on selection during Uruguay's successful tournament run, in which they won several South American championships and an Olympic gold medal. By the time he played his last international in July 1927 against Argentina in Montevideo, he had played 24 times for the national teams, scoring 10 goals. He refused selection for the Uruguayan team to the 1928 Olympic Games. Playing style. Although Gradin was a natural left-footer, he was proficient with both feet. He built a reputation on his explosive pace, accurate crossing and powerful shooting. Gradin's playing style inspired Peruvian poet Juan del Rigo to compose a poem Poliritmo al jugador de football in his honor. Athletics. While still playing football, Gradin also managed to be a successful athlete. Club Gradin began his club athletics career with Plaza de Deportes N1 before transferring to Club Atlético Olimpio in 1918. International competition. In 1918 he won 2 medals at the Campeonato de Iniciación, a gold medal in the 400 meters and a bronze medal in the 200 meters. At the 1919 South American Championships in athletics he won gold medals for the 200-meter and 400-meter sprints. He followed up his 1919 success at the 1920 South American Championships in athletics by successfully defending both his 200 and 400 meters titles. In 1922, at the unofficial South American Championships known as the Campeonato Latinoamericano, Gradin won a gold medal in the 400-meter sprint. Later life and death. Gradin spent his final years destitute and in poverty. By 1944 Gradin had become seriously ill and was in hospital. On the 17th of December 1944, on the day they had won their Uruguayan championship, the whole Peñarol team visited him at the Pasteur Hospital, dedicating the win to him. He died on the 21st of December 1944. 4 days later, a biography of his life was released in 2000 by Uruguayan author Karina Blixen entitled Isabelino Gradín, Testimonio de una vida. A square in Montevideo is named in his honor. In 2009 a memorial star was placed in the square by the Montevideo local government.